iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts.
Playlists and listen live on the free iHeart app. Well, it's time for our podcast. What a podcast we have for you.
Well, you brought to the table the New Guinea NRL team.
Yep.
And how the public is really being asked to contribute to the naming of the team.
If history tells me anything, that's probably not a good idea.
New Guinea face.
And also,
Got a ring to it.
some of the names we've been banding around, there's some good stuff like the Papua New Guinean crocodiles. That sounds good. The River Raiders.
But you weren't keen on the Predators.
The Predators, I feel in the current times that we live, you can't be walking around with a shirt that says Predators on it. I just don't think that's right.
Call you sensitive. Call me oversensitive.
We used our social dipstick, Digital Jenna, to work out with this.
Pub test. We go down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms. I saw grown men at a football game on the weekend urinating against a fence. Public urination, does it pass the pub test?
Yeah. Also, the Tribal Drama ends up beating for this. We got Ryan with a B who does the Monday to Wednesday.
And he said he once got arrested for public urination, but he had a good excuse.
Yeah. The Tribal Drum beat for this. That's all in our podcast.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller.
Amanda. Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you nutface?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But you're an idiot.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda.
How are you?
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Both our footy teams won over the weekend.
Sharks did very convincing over the Titans, although there was a point where I thought, oh, no, don't lose this, boys. Come on.
Also, the Wallabies did an amazing... they had an amazing game against South Africa. They were like 18 down at the beginning and then Voompa.
Yeah, Voompa.
It's very exciting. I'm having a look. Roosters won. That was a great result against the Bulldogs. Everyone picked the Bulldogs. Let's look at my results here. So, Smart, the experts, got 4 out of 8. Me throwing darts at you, I also got 4 out of 8, which just goes to show. I may as well throw darts.
Who's winning overall?
Well, Smart. Smart's winning, but only by one. Only by one.
Just goes to show.
It goes to show that you may as well throw darts to pick the winners. Have you recovered? Because there was an incident on Thursday where you wore your cricket box on the outside. You got one of our executive producers to tape it onto you.
Well, I just because it falls down inside my dax.
Yeah.
So I thought on the outside might have a better chance.
Well, this is what happened. Sharks and the Titans. Oh, no, you've got a dart hanging out just below the box in your groin. The dart was hung out the whole time.
Yeah.
Was it there all weekend? Certainly gave you a Titan.
Certainly gave me a Titan. But you picked the Sharks on that one, I think. Who did you pick on that?
I don't remember.
Because you just missed McGroin. Seemed to be aiming for that a bit too much, I think. Did you see about the new PNG franchise? They're speculating about what they're going to call it. They had the Papua New Guinean crocodiles, which sounds good.
Okay, so I have to play in Crocs.
The River Raiders or something like that. River something. Or the Predators.
Oh, that sounds strong.
Yeah, I don't know. The Predators sounds sus to me. I wouldn't be going that. It sounds dreadful. Predators.
Yeah, but that's a very small sliver of society that sees predator
You're
as
at the
predator.
side of a field. Go Predators. It doesn't seem right.
Well, they're not calling out rock spiders or anything.
Go Groomers.
Yeah, no, it's not like that.
No. If I have any say in this.
When are they starting?
2029.
Oh, then you have no say in anything.
They're starting in the future, but I would strongly suggest that you don't go with Predators. But I think
Imagine wearing a T-shirt just with Predator written on it.
That's what I mean. Crocodile in Papua New Guinean is puk.
I'll listen to you as if you'd know.
Puk.
And what is, well, hang on, let him see if it comes to me. I don't know.
What would you call them? What about the Port Moresby Pirates? That'd be good. The Pirates. I like the idea of the Pirates.
Well, what have they a history of piracy?
What about the little Fuzzy Wuzzy Angels? The Fuzzy Wuzzies. What's wrong with Fuzzy Wuzzy?
In its historical context, though, it was extraordinary. But you don't want to. I don't know. I'm being overly sensitive. You
I
don't
think you're
want
being
to.
overly sensitive. What, you can't say that anymore?
I don't know.
They were huge when we were doing
Of course
the
they were.
Dakota track.
Of course they were. That's what I mean.
That's bonded
That's
Australia
huge part
and
of
PNG
history.
together.
History, but I don't know if that term is used like that anymore.
Right.
If you're worried about predator.
I didn't know about that. Well, that's how things change. Like when I worked down the snow, the guys that used to do the snow in the big snow things, you know what they were called?
Snowies?
The groomers, because they'd groom the snow. I don't know if they call them groomers anymore, because you can't say that anymore.
I'm coming to the snow to be a groomer.
Yeah,
what if you're a dog groomer? Oh, get out.
The world is so fraught, you can't say anything anymore.
You have to teach young dogs not to get in the back of vans.
Action-packed show today. We got Vic LaRusso joining us.
He has been doing our Sydney traffic for 25 years.
We thought that's worthy of some sort of notification.
Oh, absolutely. One of the most famous voices on Sydney radio, absolutely.
Instagram makes its return and we can't do anything till we do the Magnificent Seven.
Question 1. What animal produces most of the world's wool?
Jam Nation. The Magnificent Seven is here. 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
This is a great prize. Double pass to see Kate Sobrano and Mahalia Barnes.
Yep.
At night at the Barracks.
Super dupes.
Super dupes.
Norella's in Roselands.
Hello, Norell.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
You've called us, you know. It's okay.
We're not cops.
It sounds
Norell,
like we've cold called you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good. You sure?
Yeah, I'm lying here, that's why.
Oh, you're lying down.
Oh, you're lying down.
You're lying down. Whenever I phone my father and I'm having an afternoon snooze, he says, "Are you all right?" I say, "Yes, Dad, I'm just lying down. My throat's all closed over." All right, Norell, with your throat closed over, what animal produces most of the world's wool?
Sheep.
Yep.
Okay.
What is the sum of the following numbers, Norell? Points for an NRL try plus points for an AFL goal.
Add them together and
no
what do you
idea. I don't follow football.
Oh, Norell. Brian's gone.
She was a living brunch coat.
But, well, call any time, Norell. Phillips in Canley Heights.
Are you upright?
Pardon?
Are you upright?
Upright. I guess so.
Okay, good. I mean, you're not lying in bed talking to us.
No, I'm upright.
Okay, good. What's the sum of the following numbers? Sometimes Mondays are hard, aren't they? Points for an NRL try plus points for an AFL goal. Add them together, what do we get?
10.
10. 4
Very good.
plus 6.
Let's play the not-so-secret sound.
Duh. Philip, what's this?
That sounds like a mosquito.
It is a mosquito.
Ow.
It's distressing, isn't it?
Especially this time of year. What was the original name of the Statue of Liberty, Philip? Was it A, Liberty Enlightening the World, B, Lady Liberty of the Americas, or C, Jan?
Say B, I guess.
Wasn't B. Sorry, Philip.
There we have it. Question number 4 of the Magnificent Seven. Would you like to have a go? Are you upright or vertical? Doesn't matter.
We'll take it, even if you're lying down with your throat closed over. We're okay.
Are you upright or horizontal, I should say? Upright and vertical is the same thing.
Yeah.
What was the original name of the Statue of Liberty? We'd love to hear from you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
The Magnificent Seven. We're up to question number 4.
It's going to Leanne in Elwood. Hello, Leanne.
Happy Monday, everyone.
And
Leanne.
to you too. Here's question number 4. What was the original name of the Statue of Liberty? We've ruled out Lady Liberty of the Americas. Was it A, Liberty Enlightening the World, or was it C, Jan?
Well, process of elimination, I am going for A.
Liberty Enlightening the World. Yeah, Statue of Liberty is a bit easier to say, isn't it?
I do like the idea of Jan, though. What is the world's most expensive spice, Leanne?
Oh, is it saffron?
Yes,
It is.
Saffron.
What's with that stuff?
I know. It's tiny. It's like gold. It's gold.
Yeah, but wait, what's the big deal with it? And when you eat it, you go, oh, yeah.
Well, thank you, Brendan, for that. Question number 6.
It's not like basil. I love basil. It doesn't last long, though, when you buy it from the shops.
Look, it's like avocado. Too hard, too hard, too hard. Oh, what a shame it's gone off. That's exactly how... Talk about avocado, Brendan.
Story of my life.
Question number 6. Which Looney Tunes cartoon prominently features the fictional Acme Corporation?
Is that Roadrunner?
That is.
Roadrunner.
Who did the Cowboys beat in the footy yesterday, Leanne?
Oh, the Cowboys, they beat, I know this one. It is the Knights.
Oh, yes, you got it. You got it just on the buzzer there. 38-4. Congratulations.
I should know because I lost in my tipping.
You did?
Yes.
But you're a winner today.
But you're a winner today, and congratulations to you, Leanne. You've won the Jam Pack, a double pass to Kate Sobrano plus special guest Mahalia Barnes. See them at night at the Barracks, an unmissable event, a family pass to Taronga Zoo. Discover Taronga Zoo like never before. Taronga After Dark, coming this October. And Jonesy and Amanda, caricatures, fit colouring, as I say, the pencils. I say, Leanne, is there anything you'd like to add to this?
Oh, that is such a beautiful prize. Thank you so much.
Leanne, you are welcome.
Lovely.
You are welcome.
Nice hippie vibes there, Leanne.
Yeah, I know. Well, we started with Narelle, who was lying down.
Yeah.
Narelle was lying down going, yep.
And then we got
ended
Leanne.
with the vibe of Leanne.
Little ray of sunshine, you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
See you.
Carry on.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast. Jonesy and Amanda.
You once said on my birthday, happy beeping birthday. Who do I give the money to? It was part of the speech.
I'm a wordsmith.
I know.
I'm just curious about Terence Stramp's radical ideas for the James Bond character.
What do you think they would have been?
Oh, that would have been
That's what you would have just heard in the news then, that he was up to be James Bond, but they changed their mind when they heard his radical ideas for the character.
That's the thing, isn't it? When you come to the table with some ideas.
I can't even imagine. Well, I'm going to flick through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts. On this day in 1983, the Police released their track Every Breath You Take. It was massively successful from the get-go, cleaned up several awards the year it was released, got a Grammy for Song of the Year. It sat in the top spots, number 1, longer than any other song that year, including this one. It's a big year, wasn't it? Billie Jean came in second with a 7-week stay at number 1. A sustained number 1, Brendan.
Ooh.
I know you dream of that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Terence Stamp wanted for James Bond. Well, let's hear it, shall we?
Get it on.
Jam Nation.
The excitement is growing for Papua New Guinea's entry into the NRL in 2028. That's a fair way away. I thought it was happening next year. But they're coming up with a few names for their side. They've picked their colours.
They're saying, from what I can read, they're saying that they want the public to name the team.
Ooh, that's always fraught.
Guinea face. Or guinea fowl, Foul, like a football foul. Am I the only one thinking?
I think you are. They've gone with a teal colour.
Mm.
The teals, they do well. Middle-aged white woman.
From Mossman to Port Moresby.
I would like to see how she'd go walking down
Can I get my bob done?
Excuse me, have you got any beetle nut? Anyway, there's a couple of names that have been bandied about. They've got the River Kings. They've got the Crocodiles.
Will they wear Crocs on the field?
Once again, is anyone thinking? Crocodile in Papua New Guinean is Puk-Puks.
How do you spell Puk-Puk?
P-U-K-P-U-K.
The Puk-Puks.
The Puk-Puks. I don't mind the Puk-Puks. The other one that seems to be getting a bit of traction is the Papua New Guinea Predators.
I don't mind that. You said earlier you're thinking sexual predator.
Well, because sexual predators have ruined it for everyone.
They've ruined it for everyone.
Even the movie Predator.
Yeah.
You know, you can't say, I'm off to see Predator.
Yeah.
So that's been ruined by pedos.
I don't mind the name
Predators.
Predator.
Yeah, but you can't, it doesn't work.
Would you wear a T-shirt with Predator on it?
Exactly. You know, come on. It's not going to happen. I like the idea of, in homage to the Fuzzy Wuzzy Angels. Yeah. What about the Papa Fuzzies? And you said you can't say that.
It makes me uncomfortable. I don't think you can use that term out of its context.
You know, I don't think it's out of context. That's what
It is.
That's
No.
what the diggers called
Yeah.
the locals, the natives that helped them out when they were going up the Krakota track.
We were talking
the
about
Fuzzy
this.
Wuzzy Angels.
Of course, I understand historically what the reference is. I put this into ChatGPT. I typed in, is it offensive to call someone from Papua New Guinea a Fuzzy Wuzzy?
Well,
can I tell you what
if they are indeed a Fuzzy Wuzzy Angel?
Well, the footballers wouldn't be.
No, but I'm just saying it's part of
Well,
the
during World War II, as we know, the soldiers in Papua New Guinea were nicknamed this because of their fuzzy hair, and the Angels because of the incredible role they played in saving the soldiers.
So great.
But this is today's view, it says here, and I agree with this. While Fuzzy Wuzzy Angels was once used affectionately, the term Fuzzy Wuzzy on its own is now considered outdated and potentially offensive. It reduces people to a physical trait, their hair, which can be demeaning when used outside of its historical concept. So in summary, it says here, Fuzzy Wuzzy is not a modern, respectful way to refer to someone from Papua New Guinea. That phrase historically has its place, but not now. Is this ruining things for you, Brendan? And also, I should type in, is it okay to call someone a predator?
Papa Fuzzy.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, this has been put to the forum. Maybe we should get Digital Jenna onto this, do a little bit of a poll.
Okay, what do you want?
Which one do you like? So far we got Predators, we got River Kings.
Crocs.
The Crocs, the Pucks, or the Papa Fuzzies.
Don't.
What's wrong with Papa Fuzzy? That reflects history.
Well, it makes me uncomfortable. You've heard what I think.
I know, but we wouldn't be able to say anything.
I think guinea fowl, F-O-U-L.
The Crocs, because what you're speaking is a load of.
Or guinea face.
We'd love to. We'll put that on our socials.
Go to our socials.
And we'll have a result.
Go to our socials and we'll ask Jenna a little bit later in the show what you guys think.
We'll have a result within the hour. What about that?
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms to the pub test. Today, something caught your ire over the weekend.
Caught my eye and my ire. They call it the local derby. It was a great game of football. It was Randwick Rugby versus Easts. One of my sons used to play for Easts and his friends play for Easts, so he was going for Easts. My other son, Liam, is in his final throes of being a physio. He's doing his master's in physiotherapy. He works for Randwick Rugby.
Yep.
So he obviously was going for Randwick. So we all met up there. It was great. So this is at the Easts Clubhouse, the Easts grounds, which are lovely. They're fabulous. So you've got your clubhouse there. Scott Cam goes there. I saw Scott Cam on the way in. So it's a great clubhouse. Then there's the field. And then because we were going for Randwick, we were on the other side on sort of these little stands. And this backs onto a golf course. There's the clubhouse sells beers, drinks, all kinds of things. That's where the toilets are. There's a pop-up beer cart on our side, but there were no toilets there. So I noticed throughout the afternoon, grown men, weeing against the chain link fence between the field and the golf course.
This is behind the stands?
Behind the stands.
So no one can really see.
We could see there were kids playing around. Everyone's standing up, mingling, whatever. You couldn't. They had their backs to us.
Yeah.
But there were groups of three. One guy was on his phone leaning against the chain link fence at a urinal.
Yeah, right.
So
that wasn't one of your sons, was it?
No, one guy started it. They're grown men. They weren't kids. One man started. Then after that, 3 or 4 at a time would go. Every time I looked around, stacks of men wing against the fence. One guy went to the golf side of it and weed facing us, but there was a tree between us.
Why did he go on the other side for?
Oh, I don't know.
How did he get over the fence?
No, there was a gap so you could walk through.
Okay, right.
But I seem to be the only one that was surprised and slightly outraged by this. You've often said this, that when you're a man, the world is your toilet.
It's true.
But if I had to walk all the way around to go to the loo, well, that's what women had to do. But the guys just weed against the chain link
Well, there's
fence.
more involved with it. Unless you're wearing a dress with no undies, then you could probably do it. But if you.
But how would people feel if women did it? They'd be outraged.
I don't think men would mind.
Oh, are you joking? If a woman went and squatted next to a tree at the football, you would have talked of nothing else all weekend.
I would not mind.
Oh, you would not mind.
It would not bother me.
This is the thing of men, and I was surprised.
I'm public urination, as it is it's an offence. You can get in trouble for it.
That's right.
But as long as you do it discreetly, You know, you're not
Well,
walking around
what's discreet to one person is not
discreet.
discreet to the others. I thought at the time too, when your kids are little, boys, you let them wee against trees and things, and at some point you say, it's inappropriate, you can't do this anymore. So why is it okay for grown men to be doing it?
I don't think it's okay. But I think under the circumstances...
And what were those circumstances?
Well,
that there wasn't a Portaloo? Well, there wasn't one for me either.
Yeah, well, that's not my problem. That's just that's the way you build.
Let's put this to the...
But I reckon if you did that, you went
and squatted, if I went and squatted there,
if you decided to be
the outrage.
The Rosa Parks of public urination.
I'd have songs written about me. It would be incredible.
This would be like...
I want to get on a stab. Grown men urinating in public, does it pass the pub test?
I can't see anyone saying yes, it does.
Well, I seem to be the only one that was surprised and slightly outraged by this. It seemed that the guys are going, oh, yeah, that's what happens.
Well, I guess that's true.
Jam Nation.
Jonesy and Amanda quote.
You had poo your pants for cash. I've had nothing.
Is that because you haven't got enough fibre in your diet? Often I see an idea and I go, boom, I want to be at the ground floor of the next money-making idea. Unfortunately for me, I just don't think I have the business savvy, the acumen to come up with stuff. For example, I passed on an offer to buy into Boost Juice many years ago.
Yeah.
And
you said, who's going to buy orange juice?
I said, who's drinking juice? So instead, I spent my $25,000 on a Harley Davidson.
Which has gone up in value enormously.
Which is right now leaking oil in the car park as we speak. But have you seen these new cat's eyes that people have on their driveways? Have you seen those?
No.
They're like official Department of Main Roads cat's eyes, but I don't know how they light up, but they light up.
And so individuals are using what would normally be on a road.
And when I'm coming into work in the morning, I go, look at that. They look great. They're like you get blue or yellow or
Who
red.
needs that, though?
Or green. Well, they were designed for outback stations and stuff, where there's no power source. But they've really adapted them in the Shire, so much so that I was going to buy some. I thought, I might get some of these from a driveway. That would be cool.
When you want the planes to land there.
Well, I was going to get some until have you seen on Instagram the Shire Gazette?
No.
It's like the Tudor Advocate, but just sort of, it embraces the Sutherland Shire where I come from. But it says, driveway disco fever hits the Shire as residents mistake suburbia for outback station. And it gives it a strong acreage energy. So there's sort of, everyone's got one now.
Does it now look a bit like doof lights put in your driveway?
A little bit. At first I thought they looked great, but now it's, become...
Yeah, they're too much now.
Well,
too much.
But I want to get on the ground floor of those.
It's like you're 4 years too late.
No, it's too late.
Go back to the juice, man.
It's too late to go back to juice.
No.
Now, why can't you come up with an idea?
Why can't I? I don't know.
Didn't you invest in something?
No, I didn't. This was written in Wikipedia. I was being interviewed by a journalist who asked me these weird questions. Where's that coming from? One of which was when I hosted a kids show with Bert Newton called Showering with Uncle Bertie. I said, that was never a show.
Wasn't it? Are you sure?
And he said, I got it from Wikipedia. And another thing it said in there was that in the 80s, I'd invested in ATMs for short-statured people.
Right.
And that I'd lost a lot of money on them. I phoned Andrew Denton and said, have you put this in? And he said, no.
It sounds like something you would do, though.
Oh, yeah, right. No.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it. I want you to get up right now. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Amanda was at the rugby. It was RM Williams and Moleskins and Range Rovers at 10 paces.
And the women who love them. It was Randwick taking on Easts in the semi-final. And it was great. It was a great day, and a lot of people I know are involved. My sons know people. Liam's working for Randwick as a physio.
Was there a lot
stuff.
of yah?
No, there wasn't a lot of yah. It's your impression of rugby, yah. There wasn't a lot of that. But what I did see was on the opposite side where I was sitting, because we were going for the away team. Mm-hmm. There was stands where we were sitting, I guess, and then some greenery and then a golf course. A chain link fence separates these two things. Men were just weeing against it. Women had to go around had to walk through the mud, I hope it was mud, all the way around to go to the clubhouse, to go to the loo and all that sort of stuff. There was a beer cart on this side.
Yep.
And men were drinking the beer and just weeing against the fence. The world is your toilet when you're a man.
Sounds like
a
utopia
wise
to
man,
me.
Brendan Jones, once said that to me.
Well, as a man, and I'm a public urinator for sure, but I'm very discreet.
We won't separate that audio and use it against.
I'm like the Matt Damon of, in the Bourne Identity. Just you wouldn't know that I've done it. I'm very good.
Well,
of discretion.
People will always say as long as you're discreet, but everyone's version of discretion is different. These guys would say, well, I couldn't see people while I was doing it. But I could see them.
Yeah, but your thing is if you went and did it...
imagine the outrage if I squatted down and did a wee at the chain link fence.
But
It sounds like a country song.
You could be the new Rosa Parks of the movement. Well, just keep it...
the movement.
Keep it nice. You'd be the first one that goes and does it.
Grown men peeing in public, does it pass the pub test?
If you got to go, you got to go. If you can do it discreetly, yep, go for it. But if you're out in the open in front of everybody, I don't think that's on.
Yes and no. If it's done in a private place, then yes, but in public, no.
I think it passes the pub test because in a world where women want everything and women are the same as men and rah, 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 they're just a bit upset that men can do something women can't. And at the end of the day, if women really want to, they can. They just choose not to. I think there's nothing wrong with it.
No, it doesn't pass the pub test. I mean, yes, just because they can flick it out and do whatever they want, it's not on. Us females, if we want to go behind a tree or do anything like that, it would be absolute public outrage. So no, it doesn't pass the pub test. We're given toilets for a reason and use them.
Look, I don't have a problem with it. When you got to go, you got to go.
How intriguing saying we could go, we choose not to. Yes, for a number of reasons.
I'll just say this for men. With great power comes great responsibility. So pee wisely.
They now have things like she-wees where women can stand up and do it. Imagine if I did that. If I went and stood with the guys against the fence and urinated through a cone.
I'd have no beef with that.
A traffic cone.
In fact, I'd encourage it. Because it'd become a thing. Come on, man, to bring out the she-wee again. I want to see that thing go.
Jam Nation.
Do you ever cook things from recipes you find online?
Yeah, I do.
And do you ever go to the reviews to see what people have said after they've cooked them?
No, I can't say I have. I look for their thing and then I just trust what the person put up there and then I make it and it works.
Because sometimes the reviews are quite interesting. These ones have really amused me. These are people who've given reviews when they've completely cocked up the recipe. What about this one? Nowhere, 1 star, nowhere does it say where or when to add the flour. And someone has replied saying it says it in step 2.
Right.
This is Lucy who says 1 out of 1,000. I'd give this rating if I could. I don't know how this is supposed to be a chocolate chip cookie recipe. It doesn't say when to add the chocolate chips, how many chips to add. Since when do chocolate chip cookies have peanut butter? And the response, this isn't a chocolate chip cookie recipe, it's a peanut butter cookie recipe.
Yeah.
But this one from Deborah, 1 star. I have way too much pumpkin for my one pie and too much condensed milk. And someone said, Deborah, there's no condensed milk in this recipe. What's wrong with people? This is from Brenda. She has said, this is bubbling and rising but tastes foul. I had a spoonful, then my husband did. He nearly vomited. There's no way I'm baking bread with this. And the author says, don't eat raw sourdough starter. It's intended to be baked, not eaten raw. It contains raw flour, which can cause food poisoning. They were eating the sourdough starter.
Right. That's that smelly thing.
Yeah. I mean, mank. This person says, I don't like peaches, so I substituted carrots. Wasn't very good. It needs more sweetness. Something like a peach.
Yeah, maybe a peach in there.
People are idiots. You'll enjoy this one.
Mm-hmm.
1 star. Too spicy, it says. Sorry, I tried this and it was awful. It was dry and the flavour, even if it wasn't dry, was not good. A lot of the flavour issue could have been attributable to the sausage I chose. I did use Italian sausage and didn't vary from the recipe. It was disappointing. Hardly anyone from our group of 17 who tried it, and I ended up dumping 7/8 of the pan.
Right.
I wanted to try and salvage it, but what's the point? I'm kidding myself. No one's going to eat leftovers. And this person says, it calls for sage, not sausage. There's no meat in it. Couple more here. You'll like these.
Well, you got heaps of these.
Yeah.
Look, you're going to town.
I gave 1 star because it fails to mention, perhaps the author doesn't know, that xylitol is extremely toxic to dogs. It kills. And someone said, why would you give lemon drizzle cake to a dog? Have I got time for 2 more?
Well,
You're looking
do
anxious.
No,
You're
you
looking
do
at
as
the
many
clock.
as you want.
You're looking at the clock.
I just feel that we reached our zenith probably one before that. But keep going.
God.
No, keep going.
No, this is good.
I'm into it.
Okay, good.
I'm into it.
Carrots have way 8 A's in it, too much sugar to be so I replaced them with shredded kale. The cake turned out nasty.
Right.
So it's also dry because they use kale.
Yes,
So
kale's no good because someone told me once that Pizza Hut used to use it just
We've
as
got no time for this chat, Brendan. We've got to move on. I've taken up too much of your precious time.
Is there anything about...
I apologise for being entertaining.
Is there anything about death cap mushrooms in there?
No, nothing's mentioned. Leave the beef Wellington as it is.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast. Jonesy and Amanda.
What have you done to me?
It looked like Jim Carrey. He's a movie star.
You know,
the front looks good. It'll grow back in a second.
The Papua New Guinean NRL team is coming online in 2028. I thought it was next year. I thought 2026.
2028, and I think they're asking for public help to name them, but they have given some suggestions.
Like?
Well, wasn't one Predators?
Oh, well, you've gone straight to the Predator.
I don't mind the Predator.
I
You
just feel-
besmirched it.
Well, they've been besmirched these days by man's inability to be good. So the Predator has got a bit of a tarnish to it. It's a bit sus.
Well, in its natural state, the word predator is good.
Yeah, they've got the Papua New Guinea River Kings. That's another one. They've got the Papua New Guinea crocodiles in Papua New Guinea, and that's a puck-puck. A crocodile is a puck-pucks. So the Papua New Guinean puck-pucks. I suggested the Papua New Guinean, the Fuzzy Wuzzy Angels, the Fuzzy Wuzzies. Apparently you can't say that anymore.
Well, I felt uncomfortable with that. And it is kind of believed that a Fuzzy Wuzzy Angel historically has its the incredible work that they did during the war. But to call someone that now is not appropriate.
What about this then? What about just the Angels? The Papua New Guinea Angels.
I don't mind that.
The NGAs. The Angels.
New Guinea Angels.
New Guinea Angels.
I don't mind that.
Oh, well.
I thought of New Guinea McGuinea face or Guinea fowl, Foul, like a football foul.
This is what happens when you get the public to name a side.
Well, we've asked you what you think it should be. Digital Jenna will have your responses for us next.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation Podcast.
So we're talking about the New Guinean NRL side coming online in 2028.
And they've asked for the public to help choose the name.
They've got their
It's
colours.
always a problem.
They've gone with teal.
And so sort of the imagery. Is this the finished image, which is like a crocodile?
I love the crocodile.
I
that
love
looks
the look
great.
of it. It looks
They've nailed
fantastic.
as far as logos goes, they have nailed that mascot. That is fantastic. And Papua New Guinea has a big history with crocodiles. They're sacred to the New Guineans. And so we've got that. But what we need to do is get you involved. And to get you involved, we've got to get our social media dipstick, Digital Jenna.
Her name is Jenna and she loves cats. TikTok, Snapchat, she's a social media guru. We like to call her our social media dipstick. By the way, she's single.
My suggestion was the New Guinea Angels.
Yes, because, well, initially you wanted to use the term fuzzy wuzzy. And
Well, I
said
thought it was
that's
fine.
It's not
I thought it was
appropriate
fine.
anymore.
Right.
Predators is a big one. And you said you thought that was inappropriate.
Sus. What did you say?
I've suggested Guinea fowl, Foul, like a football team.
And Guinea McGuinea face.
Guinea McGuinea face was my other suggestion. Jenna, how are people feeling about the suggestions that have been tallied so far?
Yeah, they're not a fan of the Predators, to be honest. Some people are saying Predators sounds like that they should be on a watch list.
You want to watch the team?
Others are saying that's the creepiest name in all of professional sports.
Yep.
Predators feels a little bit like pedos.
It does. This is what people are saying.
Another person said send it upstairs to the bunker.
And I'll muck around with it.
My favourite is from another guy named Brendan. He says, why not the Papua New Guinea Angels? That way you can recognise the historical aspect of World War II without sounding like a tone-deaf gronk.
Oh,
there you go.
Brendan, one of the Brendans
Brendan
is being
is
sensible.
Right. Hang on, we're both sharing a brain on this.
Okay. Well, I did have to school you in why it's not appropriate to call them that anymore.
Oh, this is coming from Guinea McGuinea face.
Yeah. Well, I'm not offending anyone.
Jam Nation.
Here's a blast from the past.
Our next guest, you know him, you love him. He's one of Australia's most recognised TV and radio voices. He's been bringing us the latest in Sydney traffic for over 25 years. We're talking about the great Vic LaRusso. Vic, hello.
Here he is.
Amanda Jonesy. Love you guys.
And that is our OG traffic
I know, I remember
intro that we had for you when you first started.
Do you remember that?
Yep. And people said to me, what are you playing that for? And I said, because it's, eastbound and down. That's what Vic LaRusso's doing.
It'd be 5 a.m, you'd play that and everyone would know, and you'd get on air and
that was
away
it.
we go.
I was just talking to you before, just off air, and you were saying that you started your whole run here when you were doing your HSC.
19.
You're in year 12, 19, and now you're the big boss of the whole business. What an incredible ride. Sydney traffic must have changed enormously over this time.
Unbelievably changed, especially in Sydney Southwest. Northwest, it's just the expansion of the residential property market out in those areas has really dictated where the government was spending their money on expanding the roads. Like you look at the M5 out through, now it's Picton and Bargo where the traffic starts in the morning. So we've seen the evolution of Sydney and how much it's grown over those time, definitely.
I was lucky one time when I first started here 1,000 years ago. You said, why don't you come up in the chopper in the holidays? I'm like, yeah, righty, I'll do that. I had a raging hangover. I get into the chopper with Vic. Vic sits in the back of the chopper, so he's got all the stuff, and I'm in the front.
It's the negotiations. We take him up in the helicopter and we have a chat with him.
And for the first 40 minutes, it was great. But after 3 hours,
we go, where do you live, Jonesy? We'll fly you over your... I remember that day.
And I zoomed in on my house.
Yeah, I remember.
With the camera, and it looked like one of those siege houses.
Yeah. It was massive. It went for hours. Flying over his...
Was Helen having visitors earlier?
No, but when you zoom in on a house and the siege has been going for 2 hours now, and you could zoom in and out on the house, it was pretty cool. But I got to say,
we have, Amanda, at Jonesy's home.
But the toilet situation.
Well, I was going to ask you that.
Well, 22,000 hours of flying I have over Sydney in a helicopter. So 22,000, it's over 20 plus years. We pretty much work it. Before you take off, you go to the bathroom and you kind of manage how much water you have before.
I bet.
So
have you ever been taken ill in the chopper?
No, but we've had reporters that have come up for a fly and to learn the shift, and it's been messy in the machine.
Yes.
Oh, no.
My youngest son, Jack, is in his final year of uni. He's doing media and he's working with
working
Vic.
with us.
You're going to say this? You're getting it out?
Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Jack's a fantastic reporter.
He gets up very early on a Saturday morning. That
so
shows
keen.
you how hard that is.
Very, very keen. So he sounds great. Yeah, put him on replacing me. I think it'd be great.
You're wearing a suit. There's never going to happen.
But your favourite road in Sydney, what is it? There'd have to be one that you really love.
I think the M4 expansion, the M4 East that's connected, every part of Sydney, and you've got Orbital, you've got the M8, every link in Sydney at the moment is working. So you still get your bottlenecks on the M5 out through Campbelltown in the morning, but I think my favourite corridor of traffic would have to be at the moment the M1 from Gosford to Sydney. I think the expansion of the M1's working well, which is the old F3.
Yep. What about that road, King George's Road?
Oh, that's your favourite.
When we were at North Ryde, I have to go on the eternal roadworks.
Oh, it's terrible.
Near the
up just north of the King George's Road, Roselands area.
Yeah, just there near Hurstville. It just goes. It's been going for 5 years?
Yeah, forever. But they're expanding the roads. They're making it better, Jonesy.
Yeah, but what have they employed the Romans to do it? Like they would have had it done by now.
Well, everyone in Sydney thinks traffic's getting worse. You're here to say you don't think it is.
I think there's a lot of investment into the road infrastructure across Sydney at the moment, and there's parts that roadworks go on, like you just mentioned there, and you're pulling your hair out, like the
Warringah Freeway.
Warringah Freeway, where traffic's awful. But once it's done, go through a bit of pain and it'll be fine.
If you could get rid of one piece of infrastructure, and it's the Wakehurst Parkway versus the Orderly Weir.
Well, if a spit of rain, they both closed.
Yeah. A unicorn tier closes them both.
Orderly Weir's got to be worse, surely.
Definitely when it rains. Both are the same. They're on par.
Yeah.
Sprinkle of rain on the beaches, the Wakehurst Parkway is done for days.
Do you have friends that say, I'm going out to blah, blah today?
Always.
Tell me the traffic?
Yeah, and they blame me if they're stuck in traffic. Always. No, I love working with you guys. 20 years. I remember the day too when Graham Edwards, the program, was gloating that he employed Jonesy out from Triple M, and then he was even more excited when he signed Amanda.
Well, when it was like Planet of the Apes here. When I first came here, I said, oh, God, look at this place. It's like Planet of the Apes. And then I got Amanda to come along.
And join the apes.
You were part of it.
No, and this company's so lucky to have you. They really are. And going to Drive next year is going to be so exciting for Sydney. It really is.
You're brilliant.
It's the promised land. That's where we're going to, the fruited fields.
No, absolutely. And this medium being radio, you guys are just nailing it. So local, so intimate, not together.
Bro.
Just as a...
Yeah.
Thank you, Vic. And thank you for bringing us the most delicious donuts this morning.
Great, aren't they?
Speaking of kissing an ape.
What? Eating a donut?
Vic, it's always great to talk to you.
Love
bro.
you guys. Thank you.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
Doing it for the gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Going fast.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Here we go. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right. Happy days, $1,000.
And then you can make it $2,000 if you want to play double or nothing with a bonus question.
Vince is in Freshwater.
Hello, Vince.
Hi, hey, oh shit. Hang on. I'm coming.
No,
you there?
We're there. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Good. Sounds
thanks,
like you're being
Vince.
hands-free. Can you hear us clearly?
Yes, I can. Crystal clear.
Okay, good. All right. Well, as long as you can hear us and we can hear you, we're all going to be okay. We've got 10 questions.
Yeah.
We've got 60 seconds. If you're not sure, say
Let's
pass.
go.
We might have time to come back. All right, Vince, let's get
Sure.
stuck into it. Here comes question number 1. What day was it yesterday?
Sunday.
Question 2. How many is half a dozen?
6.
Question 3. What colours are on the American flag?
Red, white, and blue.
Question 4. Who was the first man to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Question 5. Guten Tag is hello in which language?
German.
Question 6. What's the name of Australia's national rugby union team?
The Wallabies.
Question 7. Who sings Living on a Prayer?
Bon Jovi.
Question 8. Where did dumplings originate?
China.
Question 9. In Greek mythology, Zeus, Aphrodite and Hermes are all what?
God.
Question 10. Who is Prince William married to?
Kate.
There it is.
You just swam through that. Absolutely brilliant, Vince. Well
And
done.
Look at that. You had 25 seconds to go, Vince.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Vince, you got $1,000.
Yeah.
And now we put on the oogity boogity pensive music.
Yeah.
Do you need Jonesy to put on the
No, hang on.
Temptation Dax?
You're going too quick on this.
All right.
You've got to let it brew a bit. Vince, what you have here is $1,000 in your hot little hand.
Yeah.
No one can take that away from you. I'm thinking that you will easily double your money. But with this comes risk, Vince.
Yeah, double or nothing, right?
Yeah, you're double or nothing. So
One question and you've got 6 seconds to answer it.
Yeah.
And it's so, $1,000, you walk away with that, that's great. If you decide to play, we take away the 1,000, but you are playing for 2,000.
But I reckon, Vince, you'll get this all day.
Okay.
Having said that, Vince, I'll say this. In the past, I've led people down the path and I've overestimated their intelligence. But right now, I believe that you can do this.
You know what? I absolutely love you guys, and I think I probably could, but I'm going to say no because
Are you sure?
I would be absolutely.
Let me break out the tempting pants. Brian, bring them out. They haven't been out of the linen press for a while. It's good for a good airing.
Yeah.
I'm pointing towards Freshwater for you, Vince.
Vince.
What do you got, Amanda?
Look, it's not a question of intelligence. It's whether you know the answer or not. That's the thing. You can never tell. I don't want to enter into this, but it's not a trick question. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. All right, screw it. Let's do it.
Let's do it, Vince!
Okay,
Some conditions apply for all the things we've just said.
So, Vince, you can't come crying to us if you muck this up, okay? But I reckon you'll get it. I reckon you'll get it.
You have 6 seconds to answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
Which UK celebrity is known as the Naked Chef?
Jamie Oliver.
There it is.
You've done it.
You were going to get it all day.
And suddenly it's $2,000.
Oh, you made my day.
Oh, Vince, you made our day.
Congratulations. What are you going to do with $2,000?
I will take my wife somewhere. Nice.
Nice.
And you know what?
What?
I might even bring her back.
Like Amanda's like a cop. What are you going to do with $2,000?
No, I just like
Poor
to
guy.
know what it means to somebody. And that sounds lovely, Vince. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. Hey, listen, full marks on your show, guys, in the morning, too.
Oh,
and,
thank you. Will you follow us to drive?
I will try to. I will if I'm not driving. Thank you.
Come with us
Thank
to the
you,
fruited
Vince.
plains, Vince.
Thank you, Vince.
Jam Nation.
Earlier this morning, we put grown men urinating in public to the pub test. I'd been at the football on the weekend. Women had to walk around to use the loos, but guys just helped themselves to trees and fences. Ryan with a B is a very upstanding citizen, Brian, who works with us here. But he has shared a story with us off air that I'd like him to share publicly, if that's all right with you, Brian.
Of course.
What was the story?
When I was living and working on the sunny coast, we were out for a night of drinking and there was some distances between the pubs that we were going to. So by the time I got to the last pub, the pub was being very responsible for their RSA and said, you can't come in, young man. But I was desperate to go to the bathroom. So I had to discreetly hide myself away from public viewing. The next thing I knew, midstream, I got a tap on the shoulder from the boys in blue saying, time to stop. And I, like Jim Carrey, I can't. Once I start going, it stings. And I got done for public urination and had to go to court.
And what happened in court?
Well, because I explained to the police officer at the time, I just said, look, you're correct. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong here. I deserve what's coming to me. The police officer relayed that to the judge as well, and he said, off you go. No need to be here. And I was like the last guy in the lineup of the people that the judge had to see. So he was dealing with drunk drivers and all that sort of stuff who were being very aggressive. So I was really worried by the time my turn came up that he's just going to go nuts. But because I was polite, he went, off you go.
And the fact that, as you say, you wanted to do the right thing, but you weren't allowed to. You needed to go to the loo and they didn't let you in.
There were no other public facilities available anywhere. There wasn't a Macca's, there wasn't a KFC or anything like that.
It was just you and a wall.
Yeah. It was just me and a car park. And I had to.
Yeah. You couldn't do a McWee.
No.
Well, that's
what they call it, or a McWee with lies. You go in there and there's no one else in there and you just want to use the toilet and they look at you and you say, oh, yeah, I'm going to get some food in a minute. But then you use the toilet and you nick off. That's called a McWee with lies.
Okay.
Because you've lied to them.
Yeah, I get it. Well, look, the tribal drum is going to beat for this. I had no choice but to wee. And it's not going to, let's not make it manky, but sometimes there are times when, well, what are you going to do?
Upstanding humans like Ryan with a B that's sitting here right here.
Weren't you on an aeroplane once, Brendan, and had to use the loo?
Yeah.
And they were landing. He said, get out.
The lady said, you can't go in there now. And I said to the hostie, this is just happening. It's going to happen. And then we landed in Melbourne. Yeah. And I was and she was saying, are you all right in there? I said, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry. It's perfectly fine. I trusted the pilot's abilities to get the plane down.
And yours to stand up.
If we crashed, it would have been a different kettle of fish.
Absolutely.
But we didn't.
Tribal drum is beating for this. I had no choice but to wee.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
At the rugby on the weekend, suburban rugby, well, it was the Shoot Shield. And
it's not that bad.
And it was Randwick versus East at East Clubhouse, which is gorgeous.
Moleskins and R.M. Williams and Range Rovers.
And grown men weeing against a chain link fence between the field or the back of the field and the stadium, so the stands, etc., and the golf course, which is next to it. Just man after man going up and weeing. Yeah. Women can't do that, but I do acknowledge that there are times, and there were public toilets there, they could have chosen otherwise, but I do acknowledge there are some times where there is no option. We heard from Ryan with the B.
He ran foul of the law, had to go and face the judge, and the judge let him off.
Yeah, because as Brian said, he wanted to go into the pub to urinate. They said, you're too drunk to come in. He said, well, where else can I go? Where else can I go?
I'm sure he said it just that way too.
I pity thee thus, sirrah.
The tribal drum is beating. I had no choice but to wee.
I gotta pee.
Forrest Gump happened to him when meant JFK. If you believe the history books. Catherine has joined us.
Hello, Catherine. I'm pleased to hear from women. When did it happen to you?
Well, I used to own a retail store, and the morning I got there, I found the front window had been smashed in, and I was the only one, and of course I needed to go to the toilet, and I held on because I didn't have a toilet in the shop. So what I ended up having to do was grab a coffee cup, and I had to stand out the back and have a wee in that. But then that wasn't the end of it, because I'd held on for so long. It was like the floodgates. So I had to fill up another coffee cup. So I had 2 coffee cups of wee I had to pour down the drain, and both of them ended up in the rubbish.
That is the thing, when you break the seal, you've got to,
Although I applaud your aim, Catherine.
Well, this is why it's hard for women. It's why it's hard for women. Like you had 2 coffee cups.
Claire, you said this was going to get grubby.
It's not grubby. This is biological and interesting. Claire, what happened?
a friend come out of the club one night and the windscreen was frozen, so we thought to thaw it out, he'd pee on it. And he got caught and had to go to court, and the judge was quite amused because his surname was Peeden, and he said peed on.
Well, okay.
Slow day in court. Claire, thank
Claire,
you.
thank
Putting
you for
on your
keeping
own
it nice.
windscreen.
Well, I guess it'd work.
Oh.
You wouldn't want to crack it.
No, you wouldn't want to crack it.
135522. Are we still doing this?
Yes, we are. I love it. I had no choice but to pee.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Remember Tucker Bag?
Who was Tucker Bag?
It was a bag.
A talking bag. They're already on TV.
A story that was born from the pub test this morning about men urinating in public.
Yes, and is that okay? At some point you stop your sons doing it when they're younger, and then here are these grown men doing it. Well, at some point, I appreciate that you can't help yourself. There are no alternatives.
And then Ryan with a B, who looks like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, was brought unstuck by the law because he had to wee.
He was trying to get into a pub. They said, you can't come in here. He said, I'm so sorry, I've got to wee.
And then...
Next minute, tap on the shoulder by a policeman.
And then he's facing the judge, and the judge let him off because he was so nice.
Yeah.
The Tribal Drummers bidding, I had no choice but to wee.
I've got a pee. You're on the air.
Remember that guy?
This guy, he didn't know the camera was on him, and he's just, that's what happened.
Carol Ann has joined us.
I love that women are calling in. Hello, Carol Ann. When did this happen to you?
Good morning, Jonesy and Amanda. No, this happened to a good friend of mine. She was unfortunately caught in the tunnel on the M5. Big accident, waiting, absolutely busting.
Yeah.
So she had two kids in the car. She's getting, what am I going to do? I'm getting desperate. What am I going to do? Practical mind kicked in, grabbed a nappy, shoved it under her, peed in the nappy.
I've often wondered what you do. Because I've been desperate sometimes in my car and almost resigned myself to weeing in my own car.
So maybe in your car you'd carry around, the essentials, spare tyre, jack and a pack of Kimbies.
Actually, that's a very good solution. Actually,
Carol,
Brendan, you're onto something.
That's a life hack.
Carol Ann, thank you. That has given me a life hack.
She did have to whip the pants down, so that was a bit, and, with the steering wheel, but, she got there in the end.
We understand how it works, Carol.
Yeah. She didn't put it over the top of the car. Thank you.
Are we taking? There's more.
There's more.
Apparently we're inundated.
If people want to talk, we're happy to listen.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation
Podcast.
Gold 101.7. Hello there, it's Jonesy and Amanda. The Tribal Drummers beating I had no choice but to wee.
I've got a pee. You're on the air.
That happened.
It
looks like something I would do on Today Extra when they're crossing over to you and you're just sitting in that studio by yourself.
But the difference is you'd know very well you're on camera.
I'd do it for the clicks.
You do it to go viral.
We had a great hack. Carol just rang before.
Well, Carol Ann said that a friend of hers had been caught in a tunnel, a breakdown. It wasn't her breakdown, but she's just stuck. And she thinks, what am I going to do for hours and hours? She had young children in the car, so she had a nappy in the glove box and used the nappy. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to start carrying a nappy in my glove box because it also means you'll always win at I Spy. Am I the only one thinking?
I think you are. Maxine has joined us.
Hello, Maxine.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Very well. I love that women are calling in. Who had to wee when?
It was me. I was at my sister is a line dancing teacher, and I was at her class, and we were learning a new dance, and my friends had sat it out, and they were sitting down, and I turned the wrong way, and my feet went the wrong way anyway, and so I just did this little funny tap dance, and I looked over at them, they were laughing, and then I laughed, and I went, I had to cross my legs. And I'm bending over because I couldn't stop laughing, and the people behind me in the class are going, she's going to tear her pants. And I just had to keep my legs crossed and do a funny little run out to the corridor where the toilets were. It was very embarrassing.
We've all done that dance.
Maybe that's a new line dancing look.
But once it starts to go, particularly if you're laughing, that's it.
Boot, scoot and boogie, indeed.
That's it. You'll fill your boots.
Thank you, Maxine.
Hello, Beth.
Hey, how are you?
Very well. What happened?
Well,
it was in Rome, and I was with a girlfriend. We were travelling, and we'd been, sightseeing all day. And anyway, we got back. It was evening, and we were waiting to catch this bus and back to our accommodation. And we both had to go. And I said, I have to do this. And there was all these cars parked, and we were next to this church hall, but all the cars were parked, and I said, I'm just going to go in between the cars. Right. And my friend said, I'm not doing that, no way. Anyway, I went, all good. My friend went, oh God, I'm going to have to go. So I said, just do what I did. So she went between the cars. Just as she bent down mid-flow, the doors of this church hall sprung open. A stream of people just came out towards my friend. She's panicking, and she couldn't stop. And thank God I'd already gone. Otherwise, I would have wet my pants. I was laughing so much.
What's in the hole?
No. Oh, no.
Thank you.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
Ghoulies. What have we got today?
What gets my ghoulies is families thinking just take over truck stops. Sorry, but the Truckies Lounge is just for truckies. We've been driving long hours. It's been a hard day. We just want a nice, decent, quiet break while we have something to eat and get going again. Last thing we need is to put up with your kids running around, making a heap of noise and carrying on. That's what gets my ghoulies.
True, the Truckies Lounge is sacrosanct. When I was a kid, I used to look in there and go, what's going on in there?
It's sacrosanct. Don't go in.
I wouldn't dream of going.
No, nor should you.
Man, it's a whole new world in there. Unless you're driving a truck, don't go in there.
What else?
What gets my ghoulies is 3/4 sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
My uniform has 3/4 sleeves. They're too hot in summer, they're not warm enough in the winter, and I spend my whole day with my fingers up the arm of my jumper trying to tease down the sleeve where it continually bunches at my elbows.
That's a dreadful feeling.
You don't want it bunched at your elbows.
It's a dreadful feeling.
When it gets inside your jacket.
No, you don't want that.
Worst thing. Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, you can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app. It's 7 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins a dinner for two at Sailmaker Restaurant. This is at Hyatt Regency, Sydney. This is a beautiful restaurant. Native flavours, seasonal produce, sailmakerrestaurant.com.au.
You also get the Jonesy and Amanda tea towel as well. Each day we start our show with the Magnificent Seven.
One of our favourite games. It's a trivia game. Some people are up and at 'em, out of bed. Narelle from Roselands played today, and it took us a while to work out what was going on. Have a listen.
Narelle is in Roselands.
Hello, Narelle.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
You've called us, you know. It's okay.
We're not cops.
It sounds
Narelle,
like
it's
we've
okay.
called you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good. You sure?
Yeah, I'm lying here, that's why.
She was lying in bed.
It's like we're in Taxi Driver. You talking to me?
Righto, you two. That's enough.
She did ring us, by the way. But that, people are hostile at that time of the morning. I will be back again tomorrow for Tuesday's show. And Higo is next. He's got the golden tickets to the biggest music event of the year.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival in Vegas. You are going to love it.
You got Ed Sheeran there.
Yep, you've got John Fogerty, you've got Maroon 5, you've got The Offspring, you've got stacks of stars.
Tim McGraw. That'll be great. I will be back for Jam Nation at 6 tonight.
We'll see you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Damn Nation Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.